The story of 19-year-old Duke volleyball player Rachel Richardson is one many have now seen. While there has been support for Richardson, one famed coach took matters into her own hands, that being University of South Carolina women's basketball coach Dawn Staley. So what Dawn Staley did was she decided to cancel South Carolina's basketball games against BYU, and some were really mad.
Now, it's the best interest of you, so you can win an ESPY, so you can be a victim.
And all of that has resulted in more ridiculous virtue signaling, this time from another SJW activist in sports. South Carolina women's basketball coach cancels BYU series over racial incident.
But it never hurts to be the victim.
You are canceling a series, a basketball game. This isn't even the same sport.
And in this case, the victim is Dawn Staley.
As a virtue signal, Dawn Staley.
If you can plant it on a systemic problem, then you can make massive changes. And what changes are they? They're not just about race. They are about policy and politics and a hard left stance.
When college basketball begins, it also signals the beginning of what the media calls women's college basketball. The rest of us, we call it the cure for insomnia. Instead of being named Dawn, which represents light, her name should be Dusk Staley.
This is the reaction from conservative media to Dawn Staley protecting our players, which is truly just telling. The Gamecocks' school website reported the series against BYU, with games scheduled for the 2022-23 and 23-24 seasons, had been canned. They'll find a new opponent. Staley, a two-time NCAA champ leading South Carolina, told the State it wasn't a knee-jerk reaction. I don't knee-jerk anything. I vetted it. I talked to various people that were a part of the situation. I slept on it a few nights, and I woke up with the same gut feeling that I should not put our players in the situation. As a head coach, my job is to do what's best for my players and staff, Staley said in a statement released by South Carolina. The incident at BYU has led me to reevaluate our home and home, and I don't feel that this is the right time for us to engage in this series. I was only thinking about South Carolina women's basketball. I wanted to handle it on my own and didn't involve anyone else. I wanted to make sure our players didn't have to endure that. If something were to happen in that manner, I don't have the words to comfort them. I'd rather just not put ourselves in that situation. BYU Athletic Director Tom Holmoe addressed the crowd after the allegations surfaced. BYU's official Twitter account for their women's basketball team wrote, in lieu of USC's decision, we are extremely disappointed in South Carolina's decision to cancel our series and ask for patience with the ongoing investigation. We believe the solution is to work together to root out racism and not to separate from one another. Lindsay Schnell of USA Today would write, just got a text from a retired college admin who said, again, Dawn Staley demonstrates true leadership. Would be a nice change if other leaders also had the same conviction. Women's Hoops said, there's people upset with Dawn Staley canceling South Carolina's game with BYU. Y'all get on this app, Twitter, preaching about mental health, but are mad a coach doesn't want to take her predominantly black team into an environment that could be deemed racist/dangerous? What? To which one user even replied to BYU, writing, calling Dawn Staley divisive for doing what she felt she needed to protect her student athletes is disappointing but not surprising. Criticizing a black female head coach while upholding the very passive actions of the white male athletic director, doubling down in the worst way. Why do they despise Dawn Staley so much? They've already told you. They hate what she is standing up against. And the fact that it triggers them and hurts their feelings, once again, tells you everything.